Welcome back, guys. I was talking to my cousin who was talking about a certain man of God being at his church, having a revival service with a certain preacher. And it got me to thinking, is it a sin to be like, oh, brother so-and-so is going to be preaching, Reverend so-and-so is going to be, he's got a healing ministry, or he's got a prophetic ministry. Is it a prejudiced thing to look at a certain man and say, oh, I can't wait to go to his revival service? Well, I would say that it is wrong to turn your mind off to a preacher just because maybe you've never heard him before. Maybe you're like, oh, he doesn't lay hands on people and people are healed, and that what he's got is just, you know, it's not that special. No matter what, any man of God that comes up and preaches Jesus, it's a good thing, it's a special thing, and it should be, you should listen attentively and you should take it to heart because God is speaking through that individual. But what God just showed me in my mind when I was thinking about this is what it's like is that we are able to see the moving of God through individuals. So inside of this Route 44 is Coke. Now, I know that this is an off-brand Coke, but just work with me, okay? And this can is Coke. So I have 12 ounces, 44 ounces of the same God working inside of two individuals. But we can observe the moving of God, and that this individual and where they are in God at this point is only this far and only this big, that God uses them to this capacity. But I'm still going to get God. Now this individual, through whatever, prayer, fasting, studying, is being used at a greater capacity. It's still the same God. And no matter how little of amount of God you have inside, when that person, if I speak to somebody, the words of God, that one word is more powerful than anything. That one word can change your life. When you hear someone speak a word in your life, that one word can transform your future. So don't think that it has to be this kind of container and a man of God that's that big. But there's nothing wrong with saying, oh, I want to go to that revival because I know how they're being used. I know the capacity of how God uses them and works through them, and how much God is allowed to flow through their ministry. But just don't turn off the smaller containers of God, the men of God who haven't got that place. But know this, that no matter where you're at, you yourself can grow. You may be that 12-ounce can of God, of a child of God walking around, but you can be that Route 44 child of God walking around, or larger. You could be that gallon size child of God, full and overflowing of the Spirit of God into people's life and into your own family and friends. So don't ever, it's not a sin to recognize that, but it is a sin to say, I don't want to listen to these men of God and I only want to listen to these men of God. If they've got the Word of God and they've got Jesus, whatever they got to say that's in that Word is important. Anyway, hope that helps. Guys, subscribe if you hadn't already. Until next time, God bless.